right, guys, it is coil time. And I just want to get your minds going about some examples. Some of these are really good examples. Some of them are okay. But I just want to show you ideas. We're doing symbolism coil pots. And here's just some examples. Boom. Now that's a coil pot. It's got some crazy swirls and wobbles and all kinds. It's got some holes in it. Okay, this right here, this cool spiral situation. Every time clay touches clay, what do you need to do? What's the technique you need to use when you connect clay to clay?
Slip and score.
Yeah, slipping and scoring. So every time this clay touches the clay, you actually need to slip and score it. So you're going to think about that when you're creating these things. Boom. Great example. Obviously, it's not glazed or anything, but great example of using spheres and getting this wobbly texture. Coil pots do not have to be perfect. I still want nice, clean coils, but they can be wobbly. They can be off-centered. That's the really cool thing about coil pots. All right, this one right here. This is an awesome Anasazi pot, which is like 2,000 to 3,000 years old. Is it a coil pot? No, everybody says no.
Yes.
It is. It is a coil pot. What did they do? What did they attempt to do with this? What do you think? Yeah, they tried to smooth everything out so you don't see the actual coils, which is an option. I'm just letting you know it is a very difficult option. I'm going to show you some high school examples of trying or attempting to smooth these out. So the idea here is you can still see that they're quite bumpy. They put a very beautiful handle on here, but it is still quite bumpy. This one's a little blobby even. But I'm just letting you know it's difficult. So I would suggest keeping it as a coil pot so you can see the coils. Here's some really cool examples. And this one does have smoothed out on the outside, some of the inside. You got some things added to it. You got a really cool top. How many coils do we need to go up before we start adding in our designs, our symbolism designs? Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, you have to go up. You get the base and then at least up 3 coils before you actually start adding things. So take a look at this guy. Can we do that? Some people say no. I say you can. But how do you do it so we still have a strong base? What do you think?
You like all 3 of them and put it like on the side?
Yeah, you just attach it to the side. So you do your 3 coils and then you can attach these to the side. What technique do you need to use when you attach them? Slipping and scoring. Otherwise, they fall right off. That's a problem. Okay, check these out. Got some really cool stuff. Got some wobbles. Got a lot of swirly designs that had meaning. That was the point. But this one's really cool. It goes from one large area into 4 different ones. Another traditional watering can is it goes into 2 of these, but it leaves a big hole in it, and then it comes back into 1. So it's really cool. Another option, also very difficult. Just realize that. Here we go. We got some cool ones. I think you can do better than stars. Just saying. It's kind of weird. These had a lot of meaning. You're trying to get some meaning in your designs that you're adding. Some student examples where they used animals. They used animals to actually symbolize their family or themselves. You should have multiple meanings to pretty much everything. It's about putting meaning into a project. I just had to show you this one. It's a lot of swirls. It did actually crack. Check this out. There's a crack line right across here. But it was really cool. We just glued it back together afterwards. Here we go. So this is obviously, this was a teacher's example. One of my friends, what is it?
Octopus.
Yeah, it's a really cool octopus. Really cool. So we did a whole sea creature type thing. Here's some student examples of these. So they got some really cool sea creatures. Awesome starfish, really cool jellyfish. But look at the coil pots underneath them. They are awesome coil pots before they attached anything to them. They have a lot of detail and some bubbles and some swirls. They were really cool coil pots before they just attach something to the side. So you got to make sure you make an awesome coil pot and then start adding things to it. You can obviously add them inside the coil pot as you go. That can be part of your symbols. You can also have the number of things represent something. you should have a minimum of 3. Minimum of 3. And the idea here is we want to put meaning into it. You will have to write about it. You're going to write an artist statement describing your symbols and how this coil pot symbolizes you and your family. Does that make sense? All right, great job, guys. Good luck.